Imagine this, you sit down to work on an important task, but within minutes, your phone buzzes. You check it, thinking it will only take a second, but then you end up scrolling through endless notifications. Hours slip away, leaving you wondering where the time went. Sound familiar? It's astonishing how modern life, with all its conveniences, can pull us in 1,000 directions at once, often leaving us disconnected from what truly matters. But here's the thing, this isn't a new problem. In fact, centuries ago, Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus were already grappling with distractions of their own time. Their solution, a philosophy rooted in clarity, focus, and resilience. Stoicism isn't just ancient wisdom tucked away in dusty books. It's a practical toolkit for navigating the chaos of life today. In this video, we're diving into 20 profound teachings from Stoicism that will help you cut through the noise, prioritize what really matters, and transform your approach to life. Whether you're looking to be more present, let go of what you can't control, or simply find peace in a hectic world, these timeless insights will guide you every step of the way. So, if you're ready to reclaim your focus and rediscover your purpose, stick around. Let's explore how Stoicism can help you turn down the volume on life's distractions and tune in to what truly counts. Now turning to the first teaching, let's explore the dichotomy of control, one of the cornerstone ideas from the Stoic philosopher Epictetus. At its heart, this concept teaches us to clearly distinguish between what is within our power and what is not. Imagine being stuck in traffic. You cannot control the flow of cars or the delay it causes, but you can control your reaction to it. Do you choose frustration or do you choose patience? This distinction is vital because so much of our stress comes from trying to control the uncontrollable, like other people's opinions, random events, or even the weather. By focusing instead on what you can influence, your thoughts, actions, and attitude, you reclaim your energy and attention for things that truly matter. Think about it this way: worrying about whether people like you is out of your hands, but being kind, respectful, and true to your values is completely within your control. The same applies to work. Instead of obsessing over your boss's reaction to a presentation, you can focus on preparing thoroughly and delivering it with confidence. By practicing this mindset, you can stop wasting time and mental energy on external factors and direct your focus toward what you can actually change. Now turning to how you can apply the dichotomy of control in your daily life, let's start with a simple yet powerful tool: journaling. Each day, take a few moments to write down the challenges you are facing and divide them into two categories. On one side, list what is within your control, your actions, decisions, and responses. On the other side, note what is beyond your control, like other people's opinions or unexpected events. This practice helps you see where to direct your energy and what to release from your worries. Another effective method is to create reminders that keep you grounded in this mindset. For example, place a small note on your desk that says, "Focus on what you can control." This visual cue can become a powerful anchor during stressful moments, helping you to pause and reconsider where your attention should go. It is also helpful to role-play scenarios in your mind where you actively apply this teaching. Imagine a situation where someone criticizes your work unfairly. Instead of reacting emotionally, picture yourself calmly assessing whether their opinion is something you can influence. If you realize it is not, you can choose to focus instead on improving your skills or staying true to your standards. These practical steps make the philosophy of the dichotomy of control more than just an idea. They transform it into a way of living that empowers you to reclaim your time, energy, and focus for what truly matters. Moving forward, let's explore the next Stoic teaching and how it offers wisdom for aligning your life with what genuinely counts. Moving forward, let us delve into the Stoic idea of living according to nature, a concept that encourages us to align our lives with the natural order of the world as well as our own rational human nature. At its core, this principle is about understanding the interconnectedness of life and embracing a path that harmonizes with the way things are, rather than resisting them. The Stoics believed that humans are uniquely equipped with reason, a gift that enables us to act in accordance with our higher values rather than being driven by impulses or emotions. By fostering this alignment, we gain clarity and perspective on what truly matters, helping us lead lives of purpose and integrity. For example, consider how modern life often pressures us to chase after superficial rewards like extravagant possessions or social status. Stoicism reminds us to pause and reflect. Are these pursuits in harmony with our deeper nature and the natural flow of life? Often, the answer reveals that simplicity, kindness, and authenticity bring us far closer to fulfillment than external accolades ever could. Living according to nature also means recognizing our place in the larger world and practicing gratitude for the resources and relationships that sustain us. When we view ourselves as part of a greater whole, it becomes easier to let go of distractions and focus on contributing positively to our surroundings, whether that be through supporting loved ones, pursuing meaningful work, or simply appreciating the beauty of the present moment. This principle encourages us to let go of the unnecessary and return to what is essential, creating lives that echo authenticity and deeper purpose. With this understanding in mind, let us now explore how this teaching can be applied in daily life to bring even greater alignment and clarity. Now turning to practical insights on living according to nature, let us uncover how this principle can guide our daily lives. At its heart, living according to nature calls us to embrace simplicity. Start by reflecting on your goals. Are they clouded by societal expectations or driven by your true values? For instance, instead of pursuing endless promotions or accolades, consider whether your ambitions align with genuine growth and well-being. Simplifying your aspirations can help you focus your energy on what genuinely fulfills you, instead of scattering it across pursuits that may only provide superficial satisfaction. Another key aspect is minimizing material desires. Modern society often equates happiness with acquiring the newest gadgets, designer clothes, or luxurious experiences. However, the Stoics remind us that true contentment comes from appreciating what we already have. Imagine the peace of mind that arises when you stop chasing possessions and instead cherish the relationships, health, and opportunities already present in your life. Reflecting on this can foster gratitude and bring your focus back to essentials, steering clear of unnecessary distractions. Lastly, living according to nature encourages us to recognize how our actions contribute to the greater good. Think about your daily decisions. Are they driven solely by personal gain, or do they also uplift those around you? Whether it is supporting a colleague, volunteering your time, or even just offering a kind word to someone in need, aligning your actions with a sense of shared humanity deepens your sense of purpose. When we shift our perspective from what we can take to what we can give, we align more closely with the natural harmony of the world and cultivate a more meaningful life. By simplifying your goals, letting go of excess desires, and consciously contributing to the greater good, you can actively live in accordance with nature and stay focused on what truly matters. With these practical approaches in mind, let us transition to understanding the Stoic view of cultivating virtue as life's highest goal, and how this focus can lead us further toward clarity and fulfillment. Now turning to the Stoic teaching of cultivating virtue as the highest goal, let us delve into why wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice were viewed as the cornerstones of a meaningful life. To the Stoics, virtue was not just an abstract ideal, but the very foundation for living in harmony with oneself and the world. Wisdom, for instance, allows us to discern what truly matters, helping us make thoughtful decisions instead of being swayed by fleeting emotions or external pressures. Imagine pausing before reacting to a frustrating situation and asking, "What is the wisest course of action here?" This single step can transform impulsive reactions into deliberate, value-driven choices. Courage, on the other hand, empowers us to face life's uncertainties and challenges head-on. It is not about fearlessness, but the willingness to act rightly even when fear is present. Picture yourself standing up for someone being treated unfairly, even if it feels uncomfortable. That is courage in action, aligning with what is right despite the risks. Temperance teaches us balance and self-control, steering us away from overindulgence or extremes. In a world of endless temptations, cultivating temperance can mean pausing before an unnecessary purchase or saying no to short-term pleasures that conflict with long-term well-being. This discipline ensures that your focus remains on what truly adds value to your life. Lastly, justice is about fairness and contributing to the well-being of others. It reminds us to lead with empathy and integrity, ensuring that our actions positively impact those around us. For instance, treating colleagues with respect or going out of your way to help a neighbor reflects justice in everyday life. Together, wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice create a compass that guides us toward meaningful pursuits, ensuring that our actions are aligned with our deeper values. By prioritizing virtue as your highest goal, you create a solid framework that keeps distractions at bay and fosters a life of purpose. With this understanding of virtue in mind, let us now explore how you can actively build these qualities into your daily life, making them a lived reality rather than just an ideal. Moving forward, let us explore how you can actively practice the four cardinal virtues: wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice in your everyday life, transforming these principles from abstract concepts into tangible actions. To cultivate wisdom, start by embracing honesty as a guiding principle. For example, when faced with a difficult situation, choose to speak the truth even if it feels uncomfortable. This practice not only builds integrity but also sharpens your ability to discern what truly matters. You might also consider a daily reflection exercise where you review your decisions, asking yourself, did I act in alignment with my values today? This simple habit can fine-tune your judgment over time. Courage can be strengthened through small yet meaningful acts of bravery. Think about situations where fear has held you back, whether it is initiating an honest conversation or taking a step toward a challenging goal. Commit to taking action despite the discomfort, reminding yourself that courage is not the absence of fear but acting rightly in its presence. Practicing temperance starts with mindfulness. Pay attention to moments where impulses arise, such as reaching for an extra serving of food or spending unnecessarily. Pause and ask yourself, does this align with my long-term well-being? By observing and moderating your impulses, you train yourself to stay balanced and focused on what truly enriches your life. For justice, consider daily opportunities to act with fairness and compassion. This could mean listening actively to someone's concerns, treating everyone with respect regardless of their status, or lending a helping hand without expecting anything in return. Practicing justice is about recognizing our shared humanity and striving to improve the well-being of others. To deepen your commitment to these virtues, mindfulness exercises can serve as powerful tools. For instance, dedicate a few minutes each morning to visualizing how you will embody these virtues throughout your day. Picture yourself making wise decisions, acting courageously, exercising self-restraint, and treating others with fairness. By incorporating these practices into your routine, you transform virtue into a lived experience, ensuring that your focus remains rooted in your values. With this foundation in place, we now turn to exploring another Stoic practice that enhances focus and resilience, Amor Fati. Now turning to the idea of Amor Fati, this Stoic practice encourages us to embrace everything that happens in life, whether good or bad, as necessary and meaningful. Amor Fati translates to love of fate, and it is not merely about accepting what occurs but learning to wholeheartedly welcome it as part of the natural flow of existence. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and one of the most prominent figures in Stoicism, reflected on this concept in his writings. He reminded himself to meet each event, no matter how challenging, with the mindset that it is woven into the fabric of life for a reason. By adopting this perspective, you can free yourself from the mental drain of regret or resistance and redirect your energy toward growth and action. Think about moments in your life when unexpected challenges arose. Instead of dwelling on why these things happened or wishing circumstances were different, consider how you can use them as opportunities to develop resilience or discover new paths. For example, losing a job could spark a journey toward a career that aligns better with your values, or facing rejection might strengthen your character and clarify your true priorities. Practicing Amor Fati means asking yourself, how can I make the most of this situation, rather than lamenting it? This mindset not only helps to reduce suffering but also sharpens your focus on what really matters, your actions, your growth, and your values. As you begin to integrate Amor Fati into your life, remember that it is a skill that develops over time. Start small by reframing minor inconveniences, such as unexpected delays or disruptions in your plans. Instead of frustration, view these moments as opportunities to exercise patience or creativity. Over time, this practice will extend to larger challenges, allowing you to stay grounded and purposeful even in adversity. With Amor Fati as a guiding principle, you gain the clarity and inner strength to navigate life with grace and determination. As we continue, let us dive deeper into how to actively embrace Amor Fati in your daily life. With the next phase of the journey in sight, let us explore how to actively embrace Amor Fati in your daily life. The first step is to practice reframing setbacks as opportunities for growth. This means shifting your perspective when faced with challenges. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? Instead of viewing a difficulty as a roadblock, see it as a stepping stone. For instance, if you experience failure at work, consider it a chance to identify areas for improvement or to redirect your efforts toward a more fulfilling endeavor. Small mental shifts like these can help transform frustration into a constructive mindset. Another essential practice is cultivating gratitude for challenges. While it may seem counterintuitive, expressing gratitude for obstacles strengthens your ability to see them for what they are: opportunities to grow, learn, and build resilience. You might start by keeping a gratitude journal where you write down one challenging event from your day and the positive lessons it brought you. This habit trains your mind to search for the silver linings even in difficult moments, helping you develop a greater sense of acceptance and peace. Lastly, set aside time to reflect on your personal resilience after enduring hardships. Use these moments of reflection to remind yourself of past difficulties you have overcome, moments where you emerged stronger, wiser, or more focused on what truly matters. By actively recalling these triumphs, you reinforce your belief in your ability to navigate future challenges and deepen your commitment to the practice of Amor Fati. Over time, these steps will help you incorporate this Stoic principle into your daily life, empowering you to face adversity with inner strength and clarity. Moving forward, we will uncover another transformative Stoic practice, negative visualization, and how it sharpens your appreciation for the present. Now turning to the Stoic exercise of negative visualization, this powerful practice revolves around imagining potential losses or adverse outcomes to cultivate deeper gratitude and focus on what you already have. At first glance, this might sound unsettling, but its purpose is not to dwell on pessimistic thoughts or create unnecessary worry. Instead, it is about mentally preparing yourself for life's uncertainties while fostering a profound appreciation for the present moment. Imagine, for instance, what life might be like without some of the things you hold dear: a close friend, your health, or even the roof over your head. By visualizing these potential absences, you begin to recognize their true value and how easily they can be overlooked in the rush of daily life. This exercise nurtures an attitude of mindful presence, encouraging you to cherish the people, experiences, and possessions that bring meaning to your existence. It is not about living in fear, but rather about gaining clarity on what truly matters and redirecting your attention toward those treasures while they are still a part of your life. This mental habit also serves as a reminder of the fleeting nature of everything, helping you avoid taking things for granted and motivating you to make the most of the time and resources you have. By practicing negative visualization regularly, you cultivate resilience and a sense of balance, allowing life's inevitable losses to feel less overwhelming when they occur. Coming up, we will explore how to use this exercise wisely and avoid the trap of pessimism, ensuring that it enhances your focus on the present rather than detracting from your peace of mind. Now turning to how to use negative visualization wisely, the key is to balance this practice in a way that strengthens your gratitude and focus without slipping into unnecessary pessimism. The objective is not to fixate on what could go wrong, but to use these thoughts as gentle reminders of the impermanence of life and the value of what you currently have. For example, consider imagining life without a loved one, not to create sorrow, but to deepen your appreciation for their presence now. This might inspire you to spend more quality time with them, express your gratitude, or simply be more attentive in your interactions. Similarly, picturing yourself without your current job can serve as a wake-up call to either find purpose in your work, no matter how small the tasks may seem, or to focus on building skills and connections that align with your long-term goals. The trick lies in approaching this exercise with a sense of constructive reflection rather than despair. It can be helpful to set aside specific moments for this practice, such as during quiet journaling sessions or moments of meditation, where you can engage these thoughts calmly and deliberately. By doing so, you ensure this reflection remains a tool for clarity rather than an emotional burden. Another example is to think of a cherished routine or privilege, like enjoying your morning coffee or taking a peaceful walk, and imagine it being unavailable. With this perspective, those small, often overlooked moments become sources of immense joy and gratitude, reshaping your mindset to appreciate the here and now more fully. Practiced in moderation and intention, negative visualization ultimately becomes a grounding technique, intensifying your gratitude while anchoring you firmly in the present. Next, we will dive into another profound Stoic practice, the powerful reminder of memento mori, and explore how reflecting on mortality can transform the way you prioritize your life. Now turning to the concept of memento mori, the Stoic practice of reflecting on mortality serves as a powerful tool for focusing on what truly matters. At its core, memento mori reminds us of life's fleeting nature, encouraging us to align our time and energy with meaningful pursuits and relationships. This might sound somber at first, but for the Stoics it was anything but morbid. Instead, it was a liberating realization that helped them live fully in the present. Take the writings of Marcus Aurelius, for example. He often advised himself to remember that life is temporary, urging those who would read his meditations to act with urgency and purpose each day. Seneca, another prominent Stoic, suggested reflecting on the finite nature of life to avoid wasting time on trivialities. By embracing the reality of death, these philosophers were not paralyzed by fear but motivated to live intentionally, showing us how a clear awareness of mortality can lead to a richer, more fulfilling existence. Imagine viewing each interaction, each decision, as an opportunity to make a positive impact, knowing that time is finite. Memento mori is not a call to fear death but to cherish life. It reshapes your mindset, urging you to ask yourself, if my time were cut short, would I be proud of how I spent it? Whether it is fostering deeper connections with loved ones, pursuing meaningful work, or even finding joy in the simplest moments, this practice helps you prioritize what truly matters. By reflecting on mortality, you are empowered to avoid distractions and focus on living with purpose. As we continue, we will explore how to incorporate memento mori into daily life, turning this timeless teaching into a practical guide for modern living. Now turning to how you can incorporate memento mori into your daily life, consider starting with something as simple yet profound as keeping a small token as a daily reminder. This could be an object like a coin engraved with the phrase memento mori, or even a meaningful item that symbolizes the passage of time, such as a candle or an hourglass. The purpose of this token is to gently nudge your awareness throughout the day, encouraging you to pause and reflect on the finite nature of life. Another approach is setting aside intentional time each day to meditate on your impermanence. This does not need to be elaborate. A few quiet minutes in the morning or evening can create a powerful ripple throughout your day. Ask yourself questions like, what would I do differently today if it were my last? Or, am I spending my time on what truly matters to me? Journaling is another excellent way to ground yourself in this mindset. Write about what kind of impact you want to leave behind and reflect on whether your current actions align with those values. Are you building the relationships, creating the work, or cultivating the habits that support the legacy you want to leave? These practices are not meant to be heavy or burdensome. Instead, they invite clarity and intention into your choices. For example, when you are feeling overwhelmed by minor inconveniences or tempted to waste time on distractions, a quick glance at your token or a moment of reflection can recenter you. It helps you let go of what does not matter and refocus on what does. By integrating memento mori into your daily routine through small but consistent practices, you can transform this ancient teaching into a modern tool for mindful, purposeful living. Coming up, we will delve into the Stoic discipline of desire and explore how mastering this can further sharpen your focus on what truly matters. Moving forward, the Stoic discipline of desire teaches us a profound lesson about managing our wants to align with what truly matters. At its core, this principle asks us to differentiate between needs and desires, focusing only on those that contribute to a virtuous and fulfilling life. The Stoics believed that unchecked desires not only complicate our lives but also distract us from our higher purpose. For example, chasing after material possessions or social recognition often pulls us away from inner peace and leads us toward unnecessary stress. Instead, by consciously reducing unnecessary wants, we free ourselves from this cycle of dissatisfaction and regain clarity about our true priorities. Imagine, for instance, the simplicity and joy of appreciating what you already have instead of constantly longing for what you do not. This shift in perspective can be as practical as examining your daily decisions. Before making a purchase or committing to a new goal, pause and ask yourself, does this truly align with my values, or will this bring lasting fulfillment, or is it just a fleeting desire? Developing this habit can help you make choices rooted in purpose rather than impulse. The Stoic philosopher Seneca reminds us that true wealth lies not in having more but in needing less. By practicing restraint and focusing on what is essential, we create space for inner peace and genuine contentment. This does not mean denying all pleasures, but rather ensuring that our desires reflect thoughtful intention rather than superficial cravings. In doing so, we sharpen our focus on what truly matters, making our actions more meaningful and aligned with our deepest values. Up next, we will explore how to apply this discipline of desire in our modern, consumer-driven world to maintain clarity and purpose amidst distractions. Now turning to how we can restrain desire in our modern, consumer-driven world, it starts with practicing minimalism. Minimalism does not mean stripping life of all joys, but choosing intentionally what adds value and meaning to your existence. Begin by taking a moment to assess the objects and commitments in your life. Do they serve a purpose aligned with your values, or are they simply clutter, both physical and mental? By decluttering, you make space for what truly matters. For example, rather than buying the latest gadgets or trends, consider whether these items genuinely improve your quality of life or simply offer a temporary thrill. Redirect your focus to the lasting satisfaction of fewer, well-thought-out possessions that you truly cherish and use. another practical tip is to question the need for new purchases. Before making a decision, ask yourself, is this a need or a want? Am I buying this to solve a problem or just to fill a momentary void? By pausing to reflect, you allow yourself the chance to make choices rooted in long-term fulfillment rather than fleeting desires. Additionally, reframing luxury items as non-essentials can be incredibly powerful. The Stoics viewed luxuries not as inherently bad, but as things that should not be necessary for happiness. For instance, enjoying a fine meal should not lead to believing that simple meals are inadequate. By appreciating life's simpler pleasures, you cultivate gratitude and learn to thrive without relying on excess. This mindset not only reduces stress but also fosters a deeper connection to what truly matters. In today's world, where advertisements constantly push us towards consumption, practicing these habits can feel like an act of resistance, a deliberate effort to reclaim your focus and clarity. Up next, we will explore another vital Stoic practice, the discipline of assent, and how it helps us control our judgments and reactions to prevent impulsive behavior and distractions. As the next phase of the journey unfolds, let us delve into the discipline of assent, a cornerstone of Stoic practice that teaches us to control not only our judgments but also our immediate impressions of the world around us. At its heart, this discipline revolves around the idea that while we cannot control the events or circumstances we encounter, we can absolutely govern how we interpret and respond to them. The Stoics understood that our initial impressions, those instinctive reactions we experience, are often riddled with emotion and bias. By pausing and evaluating these impressions before granting them assent or our agreement, we unlock the power to respond with clarity and intention rather than being swept away by impulsive emotions or hasty decisions. Picture this: you receive a critical comment from a colleague or a friend. Your immediate impression may be one of annoyance, hurt, or even anger. The discipline of assent challenges you to pause and ask yourself, is this reaction justified? Is the comment truly harmful, or am I letting my ego inflate its significance? By engaging in this reflective pause, you create a space to respond with reason and composure rather than reacting on impulse. This practice is not about suppressing emotions, but about choosing which emotions serve you and which do not. Moreover, mastering the discipline of assent shields you from unnecessary distractions. For instance, think of the countless notifications, opinions, and stimuli that bombard us daily. Rather than instinctively engaging with every piece of information or every provocation, you can practice discernment by asking, is this worth my time and energy? Does it align with my values and priorities? This mental filter enables you to maintain focus on what truly matters while avoiding the chaos of reacting to every external trigger. The Stoics remind us that the power to assent lies entirely within us. It is a practice of reclaiming control over the mind, ensuring that external events do not dictate our inner peace. As we refine this discipline, we become less reactive, more thoughtful, and ultimately more present in our actions. And now, with an understanding of how to master our judgments and impressions, let us turn to the power of focused attention and how truly living in the present moment can transform our ability to focus on meaningful pursuits. Moving forward, let us explore concrete steps to truly master the discipline of assent, transforming this Stoic concept into a practical tool for everyday life. First, consider the habit of challenging automatic thoughts. When a thought arises, rather than accepting it as an absolute truth, pause and question its validity. Ask yourself, is this thought based on evidence, or is it an assumption or emotional reaction? For instance, if you find yourself thinking, I always fail at this, pause to assess the reality. Are there times you have succeeded that disprove this blanket statement? This simple exercise allows you to separate facts from emotional distortions, enabling a clearer and more balanced perspective. Another powerful practice is avoiding arguments, particularly on social media or other reactive platforms. The Stoics recognized that engaging in unnecessary disputes often leads only to frustration and wasted energy. Before responding to a post or comment that triggers a strong reaction, pause and ask, what value will this discussion bring to my life? Will it help me grow or align with my values? Often, the answer is no, and choosing to disengage can save you time and preserve your peace of mind. Finally, embrace the practice of pausing before making decisions, no matter how minor they may seem. In moments of choice, take a brief pause to ask yourself, does this align with what truly matters to me? Will this action bring me closer to my goals or distract me from them? This pause, even if it lasts only a few seconds, creates a window for thoughtful reflection and intentional action, ensuring that your decisions are driven by reason rather than impulse. Each of these practices challenging thoughts, avoiding unnecessary arguments, and pausing before decisions strengthens your ability to control your judgments and impressions. They transform reaction into reflection, allowing you to focus your energy on what genuinely matters. With these tools at hand, mastering the discipline of assent becomes not just a philosophical ideal but a practical skill that enhances your daily life. And now, as we continue this journey, let us delve into the power of focused attention and how directing your mental energy deliberately can unlock the potential to live fully in the present moment. With the next phase of the journey in sight, let us uncover the power of focused attention, a principle deeply rooted in Stoic wisdom. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and one of the most prominent Stoic philosophers, reminds us to live fully in the present moment, urging us not to let our attention scatter in multiple directions. The Stoics understood that a wandering mind often leads to unnecessary stress and inefficiency, pulling us away from what truly matters. Instead, they champion the practice of deliberately directing one's mental energy toward the task at hand. Imagine looking at your daily life as if it were a garden. Each task, no matter how small, is a plant that needs your undivided care and attention to flourish. When you water several plants at once without focus, some will inevitably wither. Similarly, when we attempt to multitask or allow ourselves to be distracted, we dilute the quality of our efforts. By bringing your full attention to one task at a time, you're not only honoring the present but also increasing your effectiveness and sense of accomplishment. Marcus Aurelius emphasized this practice by writing, "Concentrate every minute like a Roman on doing what's in front of you with precise and genuine seriousness." This advice is a call to action to treat each moment as an opportunity to do your best, whether it is a minor daily chore or a significant life goal. The simple act of focusing intensifies your engagement with life, transforming even the mundane into something valuable and rewarding. As we delve deeper into this Stoic teaching, we begin to understand that by practicing focused attention, we can reclaim our mental energy from distractions and align ourselves with a life of intentionality and purpose. Now, let us explore how to strengthen this present moment awareness through practical techniques that can be seamlessly integrated into your everyday routine. Now, turning to practical ways to strengthen your present moment awareness, let us uncover some actionable techniques that can be seamlessly woven into your daily life. One of the most effective methods is mindfulness meditation. This practice involves setting aside even just 5 to 10 minutes a day to sit quietly, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. As thoughts enter your mind, gently acknowledge them without judgment and bring your attention back to your breathing. Over time, this simple exercise trains your mind to stay anchored in the present, making it easier to resist distractions in your everyday tasks. Another powerful approach is single tasking. In a culture that often glorifies multitasking, the Stoics instead encourage us to give our full attention to one thing at a time. Choose a single task, whether it is writing an email, cooking a meal, or even having a conversation, and commit to it fully. Resist the urge to check your phone or let your mind wander. By doing this, you not only improve the quality of your work, but also bring a sense of clarity and satisfaction to the experience. Setting short-term goals is another practical strategy to enhance this awareness. Break your day into manageable chunks and assign yourself specific, achievable tasks within each period. For example, dedicate the next hour solely to completing a report or spending uninterrupted time with loved ones. By narrowing your focus and assigning clear intentions to each segment of your day, you minimize the mental clutter that diverts your attention. These techniques may seem small, but their power lies in consistent practice. As you incorporate these habits into your routine, you will notice a profound shift in how present and engaged you feel with your life. With these tools, you reclaim energy once lost to distractions and align yourself with the Stoic ideal of living intentionally in the here and now. Moving forward, let us explore another core Stoic teaching that helps us navigate the allure of external validation and its impact on finding true focus. Now turning to the Stoic teaching of letting go of external validation, we uncover a profound lesson in prioritizing inner values over fleeting opinions. At the heart of this teaching lies the understanding that the approval or disapproval of others is ultimately beyond our control. Epictetus reminds us that it is not what others think of us that matters, but rather how we choose to act in harmony with our own principles. For instance, imagine being in a situation where you are criticized for a decision you know is right. Instead of dwelling on the criticism or altering your course to please others, the Stoic way is to stand firm, knowing your actions align with your values. Seneca also emphasizes this point by encouraging us to measure success not by applause but by the quiet satisfaction that comes from doing what is just and virtuous. Consider the example of someone deciding not to participate in workplace gossip despite pressure from colleagues. While this person may miss out on momentary camaraderie, they gain something far greater: the peace of staying true to their character. By detaching from the constant need for external validation, we create space to focus on what truly matters, living in accordance with our highest ideals. This mindset liberates us from the exhausting cycle of seeking approval and makes it easier to channel energy into meaningful pursuits. As we internalize this perspective, we shift from being reactive to proactive, reclaiming our sense of purpose and autonomy. With this understanding, we now move to explore practical strategies to build internal confidence and reduce reliance on external praise. Moving forward, let us dive into practical strategies to build internal confidence and lessen reliance on external praise. One of the most powerful ways to achieve this is by setting personal benchmarks for success. These benchmarks should reflect your own values and aspirations rather than external expectations. For example, instead of aiming for recognition at work, focus on mastering a skill or completing a meaningful project to the best of your ability. Measuring progress against your personal standards not only fosters a sense of autonomy, but also keeps your efforts aligned with what truly matters to you. Another crucial practice is self-compassion. This involves treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a close friend. When you fall short or make a mistake, remind yourself that imperfection is part of being human. Learning to forgive yourself helps to cultivate inner resilience and prevents you from basing your worth on the opinions of others. Finally, reflecting on your inner worth through journaling can be a transformative exercise. Take time each day or week to write about the qualities, actions, or decisions that you are proud of, not because someone else acknowledged them, but because they reflect your values. For instance, you might jot down how you handled a challenging conversation with honesty or stayed calm under pressure. Each entry serves as a reminder of your innate value, independent of external approval. These practices create a solid foundation of self-confidence, enabling you to navigate life with clarity and purpose. By shifting your focus inward, you begin to recognize that true fulfillment and strength come from living authentically, not from chasing validation from the outside world. With these strategies in mind, let us now turn our attention to exploring how simplifying life can help us appreciate our core priorities and find greater contentment. Now turning to the idea of finding joy in simplicity, the Stoics believed that a fulfilling life is rooted in appreciating the essentials rather than being consumed by the endless pursuit of material wealth or external achievements. By embracing simplicity, we create space to focus on what truly matters: our health, our relationships, and the simple yet profound pleasures that life offers daily. Imagine savoring a quiet moment in nature, enjoying a heartfelt conversation with a loved one, or simply being mindful of a delicious meal. These moments often hold more genuine happiness than the fleeting satisfaction of acquiring the latest gadget or chasing societal definitions of success. The Stoics remind us that contentment comes not from having more but from needing less. By simplifying our lives, we reduce distractions and the mental clutter that can pull our attention in too many directions. This clarity allows us to prioritize experiences that align with our values and nurture our well-being. For instance, instead of striving for an extravagant lifestyle, consider how a modest, balanced approach can bring peace and stability. The Stoics taught that true wealth is found in appreciating what we already have rather than yearning for what we lack. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, advised practicing gratitude daily for even the smallest blessings. By shifting our focus toward simplicity, we uncover a deeper sense of joy and contentment that is not dependent on external circumstances. This perspective invites us to slow down and cherish the richness of life that is already within our reach. Moving forward, we will explore practical ways to simplify life and realign our focus with the priorities that bring lasting fulfillment. Moving forward, let us discuss how to simplify life to reprioritize what truly matters. One powerful step is to declutter not just your physical surroundings but also your mental space. Take a moment to evaluate the items in your home. Are they serving a purpose, or are they simply taking up space? By letting go of excess belongings, you create an environment that feels lighter and more focused. Likewise, consider the commitments in your schedule. Often, we say yes to too many obligations, spreading ourselves thin and leaving little energy for things that truly enrich our lives. Start by identifying activities or responsibilities that align with your core values and consider letting go of those that do not. Simplifying your schedule can bring a sense of relief and allow you to be more intentional with your time. Another meaningful way to simplify your life is by incorporating quiet moments into your routine. This could mean spending time in nature, walking in a park, or simply sitting in silence to reflect. These moments of quietude can help you reset and remind you of what really matters. When we limit the unnecessary noise and distractions around us, we create more room to focus on relationships, personal growth, and meaningful experiences. Remember, simplifying life does not mean giving up everything. It simply means prioritizing what truly adds value to your well-being. By making these adjustments, you can free yourself from the constant chase of external demands, paving the way for a more peaceful and purpose-driven existence. Now turning to the idea of facing adversity with strength, the Stoics believed that challenges are not obstacles but opportunities to grow stronger and build character. They taught that adversity is a teacher, sharpening resilience and revealing our true capabilities. Take the Roman statesman Cato as an example. Cato stood firm in his principles despite immense political pressure and personal risk, often opposing Julius Caesar, one of the most powerful figures of his time. Cato's unwavering commitment to justice and virtue, even in the face of adversity, is a powerful reminder that challenges can define and refine us. In more modern terms, think of individuals who have overcome personal setbacks like losing a job, enduring illness, or facing financial struggles. These situations can feel overwhelming, but they often lead to personal growth, a redefinition of priorities, and a deeper sense of clarity. The Stoics encouraged us to reframe hardships as moments to practice courage, perseverance, and wisdom. By adopting this perspective, we can transform setbacks into stepping stones toward a stronger and more grounded version of ourselves. Adversity, while difficult, can act as a mirror, reflecting back to us what truly matters and where our strengths lie. Therefore, the next time you encounter a challenge, instead of resisting it, ask yourself how this situation might be an opportunity to grow and align more deeply with your core values. Facing difficulties with this mindset not only strengthens our inner resilience, but also helps us stay anchored in what matters most. Moving forward, let's explore how adversity can serve as a lens to clarify our true priorities. When life throws unexpected challenges our way, it forces us to pause and reconsider what holds genuine importance. Think back to a moment in your life when a significant setback disrupted your plans. Perhaps it was a missed opportunity, a sudden loss, or a period of uncertainty. These moments, while undeniably difficult, often reveal the people, values, and goals that truly deserve our attention. Instead of being consumed by the setback itself, the Stoics encourage us to ask, what is this teaching me about what I value most? For instance, someone who experiences a sudden career halt may realize that their worth is not tied to their job title, but rather to their ability to learn, adapt, and contribute meaningfully to the world. Similarly, enduring a tough relationship breakup can highlight the importance of self-respect, honesty, and aligning with those who support our growth. By examining the lessons hidden within adversity, we gain clarity about what we stand for and what we should focus on moving forward. Stoicism teaches that these difficult experiences are not just hardships but essential moments that strip away distractions and point us toward what truly matters. So, instead of seeing setbacks as unfair interruptions, view them as milestones that bring us closer to living in alignment with our deepest values. With this perspective, adversity becomes a tool that sharpens our focus and reinforces the foundation of our purpose. Now turning to the concept of detachment from outcomes, Stoicism reminds us of an invaluable truth. Our control lies in our actions and efforts, not in the results they produce. This perspective encourages us to focus wholeheartedly on doing our best in any given situation, without becoming overly attached to how things turn out. Consider how often we tie our happiness or self-worth to external achievements, landing a promotion, acing an exam, or receiving praise from others. While aiming for success is natural, placing too much emphasis on outcomes often leads to stress, disappointment, or even a loss of motivation when things do not go as planned. Instead, the Stoics teach us to measure success by how well we align our actions with our values and principles. For instance, imagine preparing for an important presentation. While it is wise to aim for clarity and preparation, obsessing over the audience's reaction is ultimately futile because their response lies outside your control. What you can control, however, is showing up prepared, delivering your message with confidence, and being open to learning from the experience. By shifting the focus from external validation to internal effort, you free yourself from the anxiety of unpredictable results. This mindset not only reduces unnecessary stress, but also allows you to invest energy into areas where your influence truly matters. Detachment from outcomes does not mean you stop caring. It means you care deeply about the process and the integrity of your actions, rather than being consumed by the desire for specific results. This approach empowers you to act with intention, humility, and resilience, even in the face of uncertainty. It is a liberating way of life that keeps you grounded, focused, and aligned with your true purpose. Moving forward, let us explore practical tools for detaching from outcomes, a critical part of applying this Stoic teaching in our daily lives. Start by managing expectations. Set goals that are rooted in your effort and values rather than in external recognition or rewards. For example, instead of aiming to impress your boss with a project, focus on delivering work that you can genuinely take pride in. This subtle shift helps you stay motivated and lowers the risk of feeling disheartened by factors outside of your control. Next, practice accepting uncertainty. Life is unpredictable, and trying to control every outcome is not only impossible but also mentally exhausting. A helpful way to embrace this reality is by reminding yourself daily that doing your best is enough, regardless of how things unfold. You can even create affirmations such as, "I trust the process and what is meant to be will be," to reinforce this mindset. Another powerful strategy is to celebrate progress over perfection. Instead of fixating on whether or not you achieve the perfect result, take time to recognize the small victories along the way. For instance, if you are working on improving your fitness, celebrate the fact that you stayed consistent for a week rather than focusing solely on the number on the scale. This mindset allows you to find satisfaction in the journey itself, making it easier to maintain focus and commitment. Finally, a key practice in detaching from outcomes is to journal regularly. Record your thoughts about challenges you face, what actions you took, and how those actions align with your core values. By writing down not just what happened but how you responded, you begin to see your growth over time, independent of external results. These practical tools not only reduce stress but also help you approach life with a sense of calm, confidence, and clarity, no matter the results. With these practices in your toolkit, you can face uncertainties with resilience and focus on what truly matters. Now turning to the next practice, let us delve into the Stoic emphasis on practicing gratitude, a powerful tool for shifting focus from what is lacking to what is present in our lives. Gratitude for the Stoics was not merely an occasional feeling but a daily discipline that cultivated contentment and sharpened one's perspective on life. By recognizing the blessings already at hand, whether they are as simple as a kind word, a warm meal, or the ability to breathe freely, you redirect your attention away from endless desires and toward appreciating the richness of the present moment. For example, instead of being consumed by the thought of acquiring the latest gadget, focus on the joy your current belongings bring, understanding that they already serve your needs. This practice not only nurtures a sense of fulfillment but also reduces the persistent yearning for more, which often distracts us from what truly matters. To embody this mindset, consider taking a few moments each day to reflect on 3 things you are grateful for in your life. These need not be grand or extraordinary. They could be as simple as waking up to sunlight, having a meaningful conversation, or even enjoying a quiet moment of solitude. Writing these down not only reinforces the habit but also creates a record you can revisit whenever you feel overwhelmed or disheartened. This tangible reminder of life's gifts can shift your mindset in moments of doubt, keeping you grounded and focused. Furthermore, gratitude teaches us to value relationships and connections with loved ones, as the Stoics believed that human bonds are among life's greatest treasures. Instead of taking these connections for granted, take time to express your appreciation to someone who has positively impacted your life, whether through a heartfelt conversation or a simple note of thanks. By doing so, you strengthen these bonds and find joy in the act of giving, which enriches both your life and theirs. Practicing gratitude fosters a perspective of abundance rather than scarcity, helping you prioritize what truly matters amidst life's distractions. With this principle in mind, you can cultivate a deeper sense of satisfaction and remain centered on the present, enhancing both your inner peace and resilience. Moving forward, let us explore some practical daily gratitude rituals that will help anchor this transformative Stoic practice into your everyday life. One effective exercise is starting a gratitude journal. Each day, take just a few minutes to write down 3 things you're grateful for. These can range from something as simple as the comfort of your bed to the support of a friend, or even a small victory at work. The act of writing helps solidify these thoughts, making them more tangible and impactful. Over time, you will likely notice a shift in how you perceive your day-to-day life, a growing focus on the positive rather than the negative. Another meaningful ritual is sharing your gratitude with others. Whether it is a quick message to thank someone for their kindness or a heartfelt conversation where you express how much they mean to you, This act not only strengthens your relationship with that person, but also deepens your own appreciation for the good in your life. Even a small act like saying thank you with sincerity can brighten both your day and someone else's. Additionally, take a moment each evening to reflect on small blessings from the day. Perhaps you enjoyed a delicious meal, experienced a moment of quiet in a busy schedule, or simply caught a glimpse of the sky as the sun set. By consciously recalling these moments, you train your mind to seek joy in the seemingly ordinary, which fosters a richer experience of life. To make these rituals even more effective, consider establishing a routine by tying them to existing habits. For instance, you could write in your gratitude journal right before bed or share a kind word of thanks during dinner with family. This makes the practice seamless, integrating it naturally into your life. Through these daily exercises, you not only embody the Stoic principle of gratitude, but also build a resilient and fulfilling mindset, allowing you to remain focused on what truly matters. With a journey through these 20 timeless Stoic ways now complete, it is clear how this ancient philosophy offers profound strategies to help us stay focused on what truly matters amidst the noise of modern life. By embracing the dichotomy of control, practicing gratitude, cultivating virtue, and reflecting on mortality, we not only align our actions with our deepest values but also find clarity and peace in everyday moments. Each principle, from letting go of external validation to simplifying life, serves as a reminder to center our energy on what we can influence and cherish the present. These teachings transcend time, showing us that even in a world filled with distractions, we have the power to live with purpose, resilience, and joy. As we part ways today, I invite you to reflect on which Stoic practice resonated most with you. Perhaps it is reframing challenges through Amor Fati or finding joy in simplicity. Share your thoughts in the comments below and let us know how you plan to integrate these insights into your life. Your journey with Stoicism is uniquely yours, and each step you take is a step toward greater focus and fulfillment. If you found these teachings valuable, do not forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you can join us in future explorations of timeless wisdom. Together, let us continue striving to focus on what matters most.